Hi guys, James here at WoSport back again for another review. In this one I'm taking a look at the new tracer unit, which is the Spitfire tracer unit from WoSport. This is a brand new product from WoSport. We've just had these in at WoSport. The first thing I want to say is I would apologise if the camera does pan. For some reason the gimbal is just having an absolute field day today, messing with me. But it comes in this nice little box. Obviously it'll be cellophane wrapped as well. Open up the box. We've got the Spitfire tracer unit there. We've also got a box in here which houses your USB cable for charging it, because it's got a rechargeable battery installed inside. And you also put this down, so you get a small USB cable, and you also get a 11mm to 14mm adapter. So these come threaded to 14mm counterclockwise, but then if you want to fit it onto a pistol, you just use the adapter that it comes with, and then you can fit it onto the pistol. So the difference with this tracer unit is, as you'll have known if you've seen things bouncing around social media and on the web, this tracer unit has a flash function, and what that is it has a normal tracer built in, so you use tracer rounds, it will light them up, green, red tracer, whatever you want to use. There's nothing vastly, groundbreaking there. And then they're using another feature which actually a couple of companies came out with a while ago, which was a flash function for the end of your rifle. And what that did is, as the round passed through, like a tracer, instead of lighting the BBs up, it just gave a massive flash down the flash hider to mimic, muzzle flash. So what they've done here is they just incorporated those two ideas and made something very cool looking here. Very much reminiscent of like a Noveske Fire Pig. This is the only sort of aesthetic version that they offer at the moment. You've got a little button on the back there. So you press that and you'll see it should flash. So yeah, it's on, turn it off, and it does a few flashes just to let you know you turned it off. Once that's on, it's ready to go. You just hit the button once and you can use it as you would. Let's see if I've got a screwdriver here. That's not going to work. Let's get something a little bit more substantial, maybe. There we go. So every time something passes through it, it'll light up the tracer round if you're using tracers, and you'll get the flash out the front as well, which is very cool looking when you put it on gas blowback rifles, something that I'm going to do in just a moment. A few questions that you've asked is, can you turn the flash function off? And yes, you can. Once it's on, you just hold the button down and it will set it to just the tracer unit itself. So if I power that on and off there, see how it flashes when I'm turning it off. Let me turn this light off. So you'll see it's on and it turns off. It just flashes the tracer and the LEDs at the front there, which simulate the muzzle flash. So like I said, it comes with a 14mm adapter. Let's see if I've got anything here. Just for demonstration purposes, I've got one of the AAP's 01s here. And you just thread it on as you would a normal 14mm counterclockwise accessory, and there you go, it's fitted to the front. It doesn't have a big amount of signature there, so you can put these on rifles and it's not going to extend your barrel all that much, getting in the way if you're trying to keep it nice and short. If you want to fit these onto a pistol, you just use the adapter here. Any kind of 14mm pistol adapter will work, but they give you one included in the box, so that just threads into the silencer there and you're good to go. So to charge the thing, you just unscrew the front cap, keep going and going and going, that comes off there, and then you take your small USB charging lead, plug that into the tracer unit itself, and then you can plug that into whatever you want to use to charge the battery, computer, phone adapter, anything like that. You can't pull this directly out of the unit itself. You have to unthread this from the back, and it is fixed in place with a couple of screws just to make sure it doesn't move, and then you'll see the rechargeable battery there. You get a nice positive flash out this thing. It really does have plenty of energy there to dump that light into your tracer rounds and make them nice and bright. Not everybody's going to want that flash function on there. It's still a good unit if you just want it as a standard trace unit. It's very small. We also do the little pistol ones that have the pistol threads on there as standard too, if you want to make it a little bit smaller. But there you go. You could very much remove this unit and put it into something else if you wanted to. It's, you know, probably fit in a majority of suppressors. You just have to make sure the muzzle flash bits are there, or there's a holes there, or you use this cap, or you know what I'm trying to say. So we'll get to testing this. I had mixed results. I tried to use some gas blowout pistols, and for some reason the pistol that I picked up and the rifle that I picked up are just very efficient systems. So with the shooting demonstration, I'm going to be using my custom AAPO1 with a black mamba top, so it's got a 14mm thread on there, so I can just pop it straight on. I'll be using this with the normal magazines they come with. I'll also be using it with the extended 50 round Glock magazine I've got on the side there. We'll see if we can get some flashes out of that. And then for rifle, I only own a certain, one brand of gas blowback rifle because it's pretty much the only one that works, apart from like little SMGs and such, which is my custom MTR16 from Turkey Marui. This is set up as a DMR, so it will only do semi-auto regardless of what you try, and put the selector on there. And I've got the 20 round mag that it comes with, and I've got some 35 round MWS magazines as well. It was difficult. This system is so efficient that I had to put the magazines in the fridge to start, and then actually put the 35 round magazines in the freezer, just to try and get as much of a cloud of cloud of gas out the front there to make a nice big fireball for you. I hope the results come through on camera. It's very difficult filming in the dark, and whether you want the camera behind you, in front of you, to the side. So I did my best. So I'll put those little videos in here for you now, and you can have a look and see how I got on. Even though this thing is frozen and the mags are frozen and it's like 0 degrees outside, it still works. Custom AAPO1 semi-auto standard mag, straight out the fridge. Absolutely fine. WE 50 round extended mag.
Now we'll switch to full auto.
So you see there, it will depend on what you put it on. Full auto on the AAP seems to do really well because you get a bit of gas coming out. So it gives you a nice big flash. If you're in I imagine you'd want to use this in like a CQB environment where people are generally quite close anyway, and you're not really too bothered that they're going to spot a flash, because if they can see the flash, they'll probably most definitely see you. This in sort of an outdoor or woodland environment, in terms of a night game, I wouldn't be using this, mainly because it just gives you position away straight away. It does look cool, so if you're fighting, like I say, in buildings and such, you could literally turn this on if you've got it on a pistol and just let rip with your pistol and it would look amazing. But even myself, I don't generally tend to use tracer units. I've got tracer units, I don't tend to use them just because, again, if I'm using a tracer unit, the only time I might use it is like I say, if you're in like a CQB environment, indoors, and there's parts of the environment that are dark or just not quite dark enough, but you can't see where your rounds, or you're really struggling to see where your rounds are going. I don't really have that issue. Sort of pistol and SMG distances, I always seem to hit whatever I'm aiming at. But for those things, for a trace unit, it's going to do its job very well. For a flash unit, it's going to do its job very well. You just have to decide whether you want that feature on there, but you can turn it off and just have it as a tracer unit. You'll see in the video I wasn't using tracer BBs literally just because I don't use them. I'm not in the warehouse, I couldn't just grab some out, but I was actually filming this at home in my dim lit garage, so I couldn't actually put anything on there. The tracer was lighting up as I was using it, but I was using non-tracer rounds just because I don't use them. It's as simple as that. But this is a very cool product. It's got obviously Tracer 2 on the side there, a little serial number, and then you've got made in China in big letters. I'd probably respray this and put some different markings on it, maybe, just make it look a little bit different. The Fire Pig there, Noveski Fire Pig, is a good sort of indication of what this thing does. But I hope you've enjoyed this little review, something a little bit different. I don't really review tracer units and accessories all that often because you guys don't really seem to want to see it, but the guns and stuff we'll get back to, of course. This is on the website right now. It's $59.99. You can find it on bespokeairsoft.co.uk. We have a plethora of like trace units and such, so it's not just this one we have in stock, but if you want that feature on there, this is the one to go for, which is the WoSport Spitfire tracer. Comes in a nice little box, nice packaging, and yeah, that's pretty much all from me. So thanks for doing this quick video review of this tracing. I'm slurring my words now. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.
I remember the night when you kissed me goodbye, and I said I'd be just